ほら、もう泣かないで。なんかこうしてると昔拾ってきた猫みたいだ。
You guys requested it. You got it. Today we are ranking some ecchi shows, which are underrated in my opinion. So without wasting any time, I present to you top 10 ecchi anime you've never seen. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Let's start our list with Nobunaga Teacher's Young Bride. Our protagonist is a middle-class teacher. He always dreams of a game-like situation where a girl who loves him will suddenly appear before him. However, the one who appears before him is a 14-year-old girl named KYOU. She appears to have come from the Sengoku era and proclaims herself his wife. She mistakes him as Oda Nobunaga and urges him to conceive a child with her. Despite all the hate, I really feel this show is not for everyone. If you're looking for a more ecchi comedy-oriented anime, you're gonna love this show. Also, the anime composed of short 7 minutes episodes, but each one manages to make you laugh at least once. In 9th place, we have Armor Shop for Ladies and Gentlemen. Our protagonist was looking for a job, and suddenly he gets hired by an armor shop. But apparently it's not a normal store. They sell various unusual things in this adult armor shop. It's a comedy anime showing the shopkeeper's side of selling unusual battle armor. As you must have guessed, there is no true story, and is mostly a slice of life anime with some fan service. I personally like these type of short 4-minute episodes. They're a quick watch and quite enjoyable as well. Overall, if you want to relax and take a break from watching some long 25-minute episodes, then this one is perfect for you. Just don't expect much from the show, or you'll get disappointed. And I'll look down. In 8th place, we have DAIMIDALER, Prince vs. Penguin Empire. Our protagonist is a high school student who has the power to operate the robotic weapon DAIMIDALER with the help of Sonen Kyuko from the mysterious Prince Beauty Parlor organization. He stands up against the Penguin Empire that troubles humanity. I feel if you're into crazy anime, which don't make any sense, then you'll enjoy this one. When talking about this show, you should definitely think of it as a comedy and expect a lot of ecchi moments. Overall, I feel if fan service is something you look highly while picking a particular show, then this one's for you. I recommend you to give it a try and decide for yourself. In 7th place, we have HENSEMI. Our protagonist is a normal university student. Unfortunately, she's now taking the abnormal physiology course, and her classmates are far from ordinary. Although she tries to keep her mental state in check, other classmates start to influence her personality. I personally feel this show is not for everyone. At least in my case, it wasn't meant for me. But for those who can tolerate talks about abnormal behavior and little unusual nature, then it's a good addition to your list. Overall, it's definitely not something you want to watch near children. Also, if you're seeking for that guilty pleasure and want to watch something short, you'll definitely like this one. I recommend you give it a try. Moving on, we have MAJIMOJI RURUMO. Due to an unfortunate accident, our protagonist gets labeled as the high school pervert. One day in the school library, he stumbles upon a peculiar book said to possess the power to summon witches. He decides to play with the book, and to his surprise, an apprentice witch appears before him. He ends up helping her with some general witchery tasks in exchange for his soul being spared. We have another underrated show, guys. Even though the story is not that great in any aspect, it sure excels in overall enjoyment. In the end, I feel if you're looking for a slow-paced plot with added elements of humor, then you're going to love this anime. I highly recommend you to give this anime a chance. In 5th place, we have TONAGURA. A girl named Kazuki has been waiting 10 years for the day when her neighbors moved back to their old house. She has a crush on our protagonist, whom she considers as her first love. Her ideal depiction of him was soon shattered due to his ecchi behavior. With their parents off in South America, they must learn to live with each other and rekindle the childhood feelings they shared together. I feel this anime is the perfect example of laughter shows. There is close to no story going on, and the story that does goes on is as typical as it can get. Don't get me wrong, this show will entertain you to the fullest. Overall, if comedy is something you look highly while choosing a particular show, and don't mind ecchi moments, then this one's for you. In 4th place, we have The Magician's Academy. This anime revolves around our protagonist, who attends a magic academy that is not marked on any map. During a summoning spell exam, he accidentally creates a girl named Tanarot, who happens to hold enough magical power to destroy his country. But fortunately, Tanarot professes undying love to her creator. I feel this particular anime has a lot to offer in the comedy department. Also, viewers who like fast pacing will love this show. Each character has a distinguished personality that keeps making the story interesting. Overall, it's a very entertaining anime with a good amount of laughter and a decent storyline. I highly recommend you to give it a try. Coming in at 3rd place, we have UMISHOU. Our protagonist, who's a high school student, joins the school's swimming club in order to learn how to swim. But unfortunately, the club is filled with weirdos. However, a transfer student named Amuro joins the club. Her extraordinary underwater speed and unusual swimming style surprises every club member, and especially our protagonist. I personally feel this anime is really underrated. Also, you don't get the feeling of unwanted fan service. It blends perfectly into the story and creates many funny moments. Overall, it is a well-made show with good amount of comedy and ecchi moments. I highly recommend you to try this anime if you are a fan of these genres. In 2nd place, we have Today in Class 5-2. This anime goes around the normal lives of some elementary school kids and their adventures. Our protagonist is a typical elementary school boy in Class 5-2. He has the unfortunate luck of often being caught in the most seemingly awkward situations at the worst possible times. However, he tries to continue his normal school life. I honestly think this anime is fun and also silly. It seems to have some romantic elements, but eventually it ends on the ecchi situations. Overall, if you want something entertaining and comedic, then I highly suggest you give it a try. It's a good slice of life and comedy show with added touch of ecchi elements. In 1st place, we have MUSHIBUGYOU. Japan is under attack by giant insects. In order to destroy them, a new insects magistrate office is established, where strong warriors are gathered to fight against those pests. Our protagonist is striving to be a master swordsman like his father. He wishes to take his father's place in the insects magistrate's office. He saves a woman named Haru. This act of bravery earns him a spot in the insect magistrate. I personally like this show for its simplicity Not to forget, it's extremely enjoyable. If you're looking for a good anime to watch and have a pleasant time, then you're probably knocking on the right door. I highly recommend you to give it a try. That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya!